All right, racers ready. Marshals ready. We're going on the tone here in less than 5. Landen Lewis going to lead them off. Through the off camber they go. Going to feel some pressure right away here from Patrick Rossiter. Rossiter going to make that pass now. He's going to move up into that top spot. So I got Matt Flake right behind him in that number 2. Here they come down the front straightaway. Flake right there, 0.7 of a second back. Rossiter into Mugen. Matt Flake putting a lot of pressure on him as they work the triple in the back. Oh, looks like we got one maybe broke. Broke. Break there for Julien here on the very first lap. 1 minute down, 9 minutes left to go. Patrick Rossiter out in front. Got Matt Flake in the 2, Will Alderman in the 3, Landen Lewis in the 4, John Bernard now in the 5, Steve Wood in the 6, Young So in the 7, Chris Schaefer in the 8. Looks like we've had a change for the lead here. Landen Lewis going to move all the way from the 4 spot up into the race lead. Matt Flake still in the 2. Will Alderman in 3. Patrick Rossiter in the 4. John Bernard in the 5. Young So in the 6. Stephen Wood in the 7. Chris Schaefer in the 8. Guys, we got a lot of racing ahead of us. We've still got 8 minutes of racing to go. 8 minutes of racing to go. Two minutes down, 8 minutes remaining. 2 minutes down, 8 minutes remaining. Landen Lewis out in front, working the left-hand side of the track. He's got a clean track in front of him right now. Will Alderman in the 2, Rossiter in the 3. Lewis in the X-ray, working the off-camber. Coming down through that 8-pack now. Alderman pushing hard, trying to run him down. Last time by the line, he was 2.4 seconds back. Looks like he's going to be about a second and a half back this time by 2 seconds on the dot. Rossiter closing in on the back of Alderman here. 1, 2, and 3 working the back section of the track. Stephen Wood running in the 4, Matt Flake in the 5, John Bernard in the 6, Schaefer in the 7, Young So in the 8, Rob running in the 9, and Julien in the 10. Landen Lewis coming across the line. Rossiter now moves up into that number 2. Lap traffic giving our race leaders some room. Pro Electric Buggy, our final race of the 2017 Colonel's Winter Classic. Watch that 8-pack, guys. Watch that 8-pack. All clear. Landen Lewis, last time by the line, 1.3 seconds back. Rossiter closing in on him. Rossiter closing in very quick as he came through that 8-pack. He's all over the back of Lewis now. Here they come through that inside or right-hand side S-turn onto the front straightaway. Rossiter looking for a way around Lewis. He is right there with him now, left-hand side of the track. Rossiter, give him a little love tap, putting a lot of pressure here on Lewis. Up and over the big double in the back. Rossiter with a lot of speed in that Mugen buggy. Oh, got his timing off there just a little bit through the 8-pack. Landen Lewis in the X-ray coming onto the front straightaway, out in front with 5:40 left to go. Patrick trying to make a hole. Still racing him clean here, but putting a lot of pressure on Landen Lewis. They are pulling away here from Will Alderman now, 7.3 seconds back. Lewis gets a bad bounce. Now it's going to allow Patrick Rossiter to move up into that top spot. Lewis looking to battle back. He's all over Rossiter's tail. Here they come down the front straightaway. Patrick Rossiter right now in that number 1 position. He and Lewis touch wheels as they both drift around the corner trying to pull away from one another. Lewis right there with him, keeping the pressure here on the back of Rossiter. They got lap traffic they're going to have to deal with. Right-hand side S-turn. Here come your race leaders onto the front straightaway. The 2 red buggies out in front. Second place right there as well. Rossiter now starting to get a little bit of breathing room between he and Lewis. 4:30 left to go, 4:30 left to go. Oh, Lewis gets it wrong on the back. Nope, I'm sorry, that wasn't him. I apologize. Patrick Rossiter coming across the line. Landen Lewis still right there with him in that number 2 spot. 4 minutes left to go. 6 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Patrick Rossiter, that all red buggy, coming through the inside section of the track. Trying to work his way around Chris Schaefer here. There goes Rossiter up and over the big triple in the back. Landen Lewis running. Oh, Landen gets a little bit of a bad bounce, but gets back on all 4 wheels. Got Will Alderman running in the 3. John Bernard Jr. in the 4. Steve Wood in the 5. Matt Flake in the 6. Chris Schaefer in the 7. Young So in the 8. Rob running in the 9. Julien in the number 10 spot with 3 minutes left to go. 3 minutes left to go. Closest battle on the track right now is between Matt Flake and Chris Schaefer. Flake right now half a second behind Schaefer for that number 6 spot. Patrick Rossiter out in front, 5 seconds ahead of Landen Lewis, who's running in the 2. Will Alderman 12 seconds back of the 2 spot, who's in the 3. John Bernard right now 3 seconds behind Will Alderman for that 3. Stephen Wood in the 5 in final podium position. He's got an 8-second lead up on Chris Schaefer. Lewis out closing within 1.2 seconds of Rossiter. Rossiter going over the big jump in the back. 2 minutes left to go. Is Rossiter going to have enough battery here? He didn't have enough in E-Truggy. Rossiter coming down the front straightaway. Landen Lewis running in that number 2 spot. Will Alderman running in the 3. Minute 35 left to go. Minute 15 remaining. There's Landen Lewis coming across the line, 1.2 seconds back. Keeping tabs here on Rossiter. They got to go through that treacherous 8-pack at least 2 more times.
1 minute left.
Rossiter taking it easy. Both of them going to single it. Landen looks like he's starting to make a little bit of a charge right here at the end. Last time by the line, 1.2 seconds back. Now the race got 1 second, so he's closing in on him here just a little bit. Final lap. Nope, they got 1 more lap to go after this one. 40 seconds to go on the race clock. Here they come back to that 8-pack one more time. Rossiter going to carry some speed through there. So is Landen. He's pushing hard. Both of them beginning to push hard. They're fixing to have to deal with some lap traffic here. Working the right-hand side of the track. 1 and 2 coming onto the front straightaway. Rossiter opened up a little bit of a gap now. 1.6 seconds back. Rossiter through the off-camber. Here comes Landen Lewis now through the off-camber. Drifting it around the corner. Rossiter up and over the triple in the back, nice and clean, smooth for the final time. Here he comes through the 8-pack. He's going to double it and single it out the rest of the way. Oh, man, it looks like Landen is going to lipo here on the last lap. Oh. Landen going to lipo here on the final lap of the race.
Stephen Wood done.
Going to try to inch it back around. Here comes Will Alderman. He's closing in quick.
Rob Schoenveck done.
It's going to be close. Looks like Will Alderman is going to take that number 2 spot. No, Landen Lewis will take the number 2. Will Alderman going to finish up in the number 3. John Bernard in the 4. Stephen Wood in the 5. Matt Flake in the 6. That is a race, guys. Everybody is done. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to the 2017 Winter Classic. We have froze our asses off. It's been a ridiculous